Hello everyone and welcome to our first session of chess. Today I'll be teaching you the introduction. I'll cover a bit of history about chess, and later on we shall be naming the chessboard and the chess pieces, and you'll be in a position at least to do something small. Now let's check a little about the history of chess. This game is getting its origins from Egypt. It was first spotted in Egypt, and that is 3000 years BC, or 3000 years before the coming of Christ. You can also read more about this history from a book called History of Chess by somebody called R. Murray. Again, the game further went to India. That was in the year 570. You see, the armies of India consisted of 4 sections. That is the elephants, horses, chariots, and foot soldiers. For those who are writing, I said the elephants, horses, chariots, and foot soldiers. Those were the 4 main categories of the Indian army. By then, they named this game Chaturanga. Chaturanga. This word simply means 4. So you see, the chess game was associated with the army in India. Later on, the game was spotted in Persia. That is the year 625. Persians used to do this game. For them, they call it Shatrang. Shatrang. And later on, the game spread to the Arabian Peninsula. That is in places like Spain, and after some time, it got into Europe. It was in Europe that this game found its turning point. I mean, it was developed to almost the way it is right now. It later moved or spread to Italy, France, and all around Europe. For more about the history of this thing, you can Google, you can always go to these books I've told you, and you'll learn more. But let's look into chess around the world. Today, this sport is played in almost every country in the world, and it is governed by a body called FIDE. 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 This is a body that was established in 1924, and it's a federation that governs all international chess activities around the world. We have tournaments featuring men and women and so on. Just to mention a few, we have the most important playing title being World Champion. World Champion. From World Champion, we move to Grandmaster. When you hear someone is a Grandmaster, then it's close to be a World Champion. Other important titles include IM for International Master. We have FM for FIDE Master. We have WGM for Women Grandmaster. We also have WIM for Women International Master, and WFM. We also have another category for senior trainers. There is a category called FIDE Senior Trainer. This is normally the highest title for trainers. We have another one called International Arbiter. AI for International Arbiter. So you see, there are so many categories of players and categories of groups that when you advance in chess, you get to know them better. So I'll leave you at that, and I will go to something else. We shall get to know about the chessboard. Then we are going to cover around 6 things or 6 subjects as follows. If you are writing down, then you can write as follows. We are going to check about the chessboard as number 1. Number 2, rank. Number 3, file. Number 4, diagonal. We have number 5, names of squares. And finally, center squares. So the subjects are chessboard, rank, file, diagonal, names of squares, and finally center squares. So keep in touch and follow the next lesson where we are going to start this. We are going to name all these and you will get to know them. You'll get to know the chessboard, how to name the ranks, the files, the diagonals. We shall name all the squares and also understand the center squares. So stay tuned until the next class.